What's going on, guys? Are you welcome to another video? Today I'm just gonna go straight to the point. I think some people have anointed themselves, they have anointed themselves to be the leaders of African leaders on YouTube. They have appointed themselves to be pioneers, forgetting that there were others before them. There were others who are not being motivated by YouTube money. There have been others. So what am I saying? I still go back to, because it's very hard for me to see these things and ignore it. I still go back to these guys on YouTube who try to sell you Africa. Most of them are women. Like I've always maintained, I think the guys that are doing this Africa thing, African diaspora thing, they are kind of, they are very smart people. If you compare them to the toxic women who are doing this, I think the money being the motivation behind them trying to push out information. I also know that there's an appetite out there for there's an appetite for, how should I put it? There's an appetite for confrontation. There's an appetite for go and show them that they are blind over there. Go and show them. There's that appetite which is feeding these people to keep making videos. They yell, they make so much noise on these things. My question to you is that, if, let's say, YouTube was not a money-making venture, will any of you be here talking about Africa? Will any of you be on YouTube trying to give us stupid, watered down, absolute rubbish information? Would you be on YouTube giving us that information? You will not be on YouTube, okay? You'll probably be somewhere doing your 9 to 5 or feeding on child support money. So what am I saying? I've heard these people continuously trying to give you advice, trying to give you pointers. I mean, how long have you all this? I'm talking to you guys who these travelers in Africa. How long have you traveled, really? Because there's so many African Americans in this country that are looking towards Africa due to the political situation in this country. They are looking towards Africa. Okay, it is very important people come out here to give absolute top-notch information about things. Most of these people that are coming to talk about Africa, I'm not hearing them talking about things that matter. Okay, I'm not hearing them talking about things that make sense. As in, you that is coming for America, here is the political situation you have to put up with. Here is the economic situation you have to put up with if you come here. They're not telling you here is the religious situation you have to put up with when you come to Africa. They are not doing that. All of them, they are doing Africa is China this, China that. Africa is China this, China that. All this second-hand, passed down, recycled China story. Why can't you tell people? Because you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to tell people the right information because you don't know, and you enforce your authority. You insert yourself into people's thinking. What is your purpose, really? I mean, let's just be honest. Let's just strip down everything to bare bones. What is your purpose of coming to YouTube? to talk about Africa really? What is your purpose? Because most of you, these women, you go to, let's go to Africa. You think that Africa is some kind of place where you can go and make it. It's not easy. You have to come with something that people don't have over there, because most of you I've seen you go there and get stranded, or you think that Africa, you go there, you find out that most Africans are even more educated than you, so you end up coming up with yoga studio, you end up coming up with a gym, you end up coming up with some type of stuff that is not useful to an African. I have said it here several times. Africa needs ideas, something new, another way of doing things. What do I mean by that? So many Africans have been under a certain type of rule by the this government, that government, and they have put up with it for so long, it has become second nature. So you that are coming to Africa, why don't you come and, or if you're not coming, if you're online somewhere trying to tell people, why don't you tell people this is what's happening in Africa? If you go, this is how you have to behave. If you go, this is what you have to put up with. Because most of you walk around with this superior complex that I grew up in the West, so I am better than black people in Africa. What's your point? What is your point? I mean, I see most of you sit around and come up with stupid information on YouTube. What are you basing that on? What are you basing that information on? I mean, you get so much stupid information. There are so many things. I think if you do it well, people like me won't come up here and be talking about you. If you are being motivated by money, by views from YouTube, then there's no incentive for you to work hard to get information to disseminate to people. If you are being because you are being driven, you are being motivated by YouTube money, you are ready to put out 2 or 3 videos in a day just so you can meet up. I have said it here before. YouTube money is not business, okay? Anybody can do YouTube. I can do YouTube for 5-6 videos in a day. I have my life to live. I have other things to do. I only come here to talk about things like this when you people don't want to understand how things work, how Africa as a continent works. I've said it before. Most of you, 5-6 years ago, you didn't even care about Africa. You make fun of Africans. You say Africans speak a certain way. They speak funny. They do this. But suddenly now, you are coming to tell people about Africa. I'm not mad. Africans are not mad. But the point is that you have to be genuine in your stories. You have to be forthright with information. What does it take for you to read? For God's sake, go to a library, go somewhere, acquire some information about these things before you talk about it. Most of you talk about all these things on the surface. I've never heard you talk about anything political situation in Africa, because you that are encouraging African Americans to come to Africa, to go to Africa, I have never heard you say, this is the political situation on ground. This is what it takes to do this. I'm not traveling, okay? Maybe after this virus thing is over, I might start traveling, and then we'll see. But the fact that you are being motivated by $50, $75 you make daily on YouTube, you now think you are an expert on African affairs. You now think that you are an expert on Africans living abroad or living in the diaspora, Africans living here. Look, if you didn't know, Africans that come here, we are not, an African that crosses the Atlantic to get here, We will not come here to fail. We will not come here in order to fail. That's why when we come here, we work harder. Most of the times we do better than our neighbors because we work hard. We take advantage of educational system in this country. We apply ourselves to different types of jobs that some people don't want to do. We work hard. We don't make excuses when it comes to working. So what do I mean by that? This is something everybody can do. You too can do it. Okay? So don't just think that, Africans have become slaves in America. Suddenly you have seen the light. That's why you left America to go. So Africans that are coming here to work, I've never heard you, none, one day like this, I've never heard you talk about Mexicans coming to this place. Mexicans die in the desert just trying to get here. They are getting here in their thousands daily, legally and illegally, just to come and work. Some of the jobs that you guys don't want to do, you run away from doing the jobs. Go to all the freaking construction companies around here. All the workers are Mexicans. All of them are Mexicans. You don't talk about that. No, you won't talk about that. But you want to go and sit in Africa or sit somewhere else and say that Africans have decided to leave Africa to go become slaves somewhere. Okay, you that is no longer slave. Remember, some of you got emancipation in the 1800s. Africa just got their independence in 1960. Most of the African countries got their independence in 1960. So most of you have a head start already, okay? But that's not what I'm talking about. Listen to me. If you want to talk about these African issues, if you want to talk about how to advance yourself or how to Africans can come together, you cannot be in a critical position where you think that Africans who decide to seek a better life for themselves, you think that Africans who do that are stupid. You have never said anything about Mexicans, South Americans that cross the border to come here. A lot of them illegally. You've never said anything. But you guys want to sit there on YouTube and talk about Africans who come over here. Yeah, we're doing the jobs that you lazy people like you don't want to do. You rather run out to go and stay in some other country and then lambast people here. As if that is not enough. You're not even talking bad about Africans. You are even talking bad about fellow African Americans. As if that they've not seen the light, that they are in darkness, that you are the only one that has seen the light. That's why you have moved. That's why you've moved out. What have you moved out with? What have you moved? Let's say you are moving from a first world country to a third world country now. So what have you taken from here to there? Nothing. You're not going there to say, okay, I'm going to build investment, because most of you talk about China is taking over Africa. Okay, come in. You grew up all your life in the Western world. You come up to Africa and set up these businesses. Come on, or you shut up. Or shut up if you can't do it. It is very easy to blame Chinese, blame China. Look, I'm not a fan of China. I don't blame China because I have said it before, our politicians that have been bribed by Chinese people to come here. You will see Nigerians and Ghanaians say they went to school in China. Those people that went to school in China, it's not that they just woke up and decided to go to school in China. No. China had to bribe African government in order for them to send their people to come and study in China. Okay? So you that is talking about this, what are you taking to Africa to invest? Other than big mouth on YouTube, what are you taking to invest in Africa? I have talked about in Nigeria, we have Indians and Lebanese who were born and raised in Nigeria, okay? They are born there in Nigeria and raised. They are essentially Nigerians. But you guys are running away from racism here. You are taking that risk to go and become racist to other people in Africa just because they are Lebanese who were born and raised there. It is their job. It is their trade. They have shops. They have businesses. They have been there for right even before independence. Okay, so you are running away from racism here, but you are going over to Africa to be racist to people who live there. Why don't you guys sit down and read, study about this thing? Because it's convenient to come on YouTube and be lazy about things you don't know. We have so many Lebanese in northern Nigeria. That's where I grew up. That's where I went to school. That's why, because my dad was a teacher, I grew up in northern Nigeria. Most of people I grew up with, Lebanese children. Some of them, I'm not most, some of them in my school, primary school, and from up, they were Lebanese children. Their parents have been there for decades, over a century. Great grandparents, their parents were even born there. They live there. Okay, so you now, because you don't know how these people came to Africa, you don't know how they came to Nigeria or other African countries, you don't know, because you never took the time, you are too lazy to study, acquire information. But you want to you run away from racism in America to go and be racist towards Lebanese in Africa. What is going on? I'm not saying that I'm in support of all these people there, but as people migrate to other places to work, to do things, you have to understand that you can show your anger towards exploitative Chinese. You can show your anger towards exploitative Indians. But you should understand there are others who live there, have been there, their generations. You see a full-blown Indian, his nationality is Nigerian. Okay? A full-blown Lebanese, his nationality Nigerian, because they were born, raised there, have business there. But you guys don't want to sit down and think. It's easy to say, come out here. Oh, the Lebanese are foreigners. What is going on? Acquire information. Take time and learn. Take time and learn, okay? Do not be motivated by YouTube money. If you are not motivated by YouTube money for you to put up stupid videos on YouTube, I won't be here talking about all these things. I'm not motivated by YouTube money. Okay? If I'm motivated by YouTube money, I'll be here every day telling you have to 10 ways to do things in Africa. 5 ways to do this. Trying to give you like half-baked information. And it is time other African Americans who are straightforward, it is time to start calling out these fake people. It is time to start calling out these uninformed people. It's not just because you have a phone, a camera, or whatever in front of you doesn't mean that you should talk about things you don't know. I've been here in this country for a while now. There are certain things I don't talk about because I don't know. Just because I live here doesn't mean that I know everything that is going, or know some things that is going in other community. Okay, I don't talk about it because I don't know. But you guys want to sit here and go to Africa and say we gotta be pro-black in Africa. Shut up! You are in Africa now, okay? You can relax with the pro-blackness. In Africa, everybody is black over there. Okay, relax. I know here you can be, you have to go with pro-black because you are a minority here. But in Africa, everybody looks like you. So pipe down with the pro-blackness. Pipe down with the we gotta do this. Oh no, pipe down. You are in Africa now. Slow down and assimilate yourself into the culture. All right, guys, I gotta go. My neck hurts, man. I ate something with bone inside. I think the bone is kind of stuck here, so I don't know what's going on. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll come back again when I'm pissed off. Bye.